Hello, good evening. It's nearly 12:45 here, and it's been a long day. I just logged out some time ago, then I relaxed a little while. I had a little refreshment, ate something, drank some water, had some fun, took a little, relaxed a little, and then I knew I wanted to start my video. Dear friends, in this video, I'm going to share with you something which I believe, by God's grace, I've been a high achiever all my life. I cleared CAT and got into IIM. Then after IIM, I got into Bank of New York. Then after Bank of New York, I got into Credit Suisse, which is already so great, right? But I got into Credit Suisse as a contractor. Then I think what I believe the greatest accomplishment of my life in this last 4 years, in these last 4 months, by the grace of God, in just 2 months after being contracted, which you after becoming a employee of Credit Suisse, a beautiful, great, one of the best company in the world, in my opinion, the best, one of the top investment banks in the world, indisputably and unarguably. And they converted me. First thing is just I got a conversion, and that is such a great news. You hardly know how much, hardly know how to. You don't know how much you cannot thank God enough for that. You cannot rejoice enough for that. I'm just rejoicing. My life is an endless rejoicing now. I think that's what it's going to be. Life is going to be a life of blessing, because that's the power of a permanent job in Credit Suisse. And that 2 months of hard work, they evaluated me. They're telling to me, you have done 2 months. In 2 months, you have done what other people are not doing in 2 years. They are ready to convert others. They know no discrimination. It's all based on your hard work, all on your merits, nothing else. There's no discrimination, no caste, no background, anything like that. It's all based on your hard work, right? In a top company in the world, and it's a meritocracy. Those who work hard come up. How I got converted in 2 months, I'll tell you. But by around October 20th, that was my actual birth. That's my birthday, to the 20th. My official birthday is January 20th, which was just some time ago. I'll tell you what happened on January 20th in a while. That is another amazing piece of news. Yeah, I see all the divine coincidences on my life. October 20th, I got the news that I've been converted to a permanent employee. August 16th, that was my first day of work. Around August 10th or so, my offer letter came. And of course, are you interested in Credit Suisse? It's just a short time. Of course, I'm interested. Will you come to Mumbai? Of course, I'll come to Mumbai. I love Mumbai. One of my good friends, Ankit Prasad, is in Mumbai. My company, Credit Suisse office is in Mumbai. I'm in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. But I love Tamil Nadu, and I love Mumbai also. I love my country, India. I would love to go to every state in India one day. But so in 2 months, by God's grace, I got converted. If you ask me, among the top 5 accomplishments of my life, that being converted in 2 months is either number two or number one. I think so. And if you say that is number two, what is number one? So yes, so we all know FRM Level II December exam. So let me tell you this story. It's almost a sad story. It almost became a tragedy. You know why? I cleared FRM Level 1. You know when I cleared FRM Level 1? May 2017. Last year, what was last year? 2021. If you know enough about FRM, you know why it is almost a tragedy. If I clear in May 2000, FRM Level 1 in May 2017, then um, you know, right? If you've succeeded in even one level, and if you've read your success letter carefully, you know. If you cleared FRM Level 1, you know. If you don't know, for those who don't know, I'll tell you what we are talking about. Those of us who know. If you clear FRM 1 in May 2017, if within December 2021 is your last attempt at FRM 2. I asked them also this, and they said, yes, Nishant, you have one attempt in FRM December. That is your very, very last attempt, and there's no guarantee of success. That's why I was in two minds. Should I apply? Should I not apply? Should I spend nearly 1 lakh? No, the fees, which is that if you pay a little later, I don't know, it was around 70,000, 80,000. I don't remember the exact amount. It was in dollars, right? We converted in it must have been around $1,000. So give or take a little. Maybe $1,000 is 75,000 rupees. It's not an inexpensive exam, dear friends. We know many people give up because of the money. Your friends don't think twice about the money, but that's another thing. But dear friends, you will earn that money back. Think like that. I'll spend 50,000, but I will. Someone asks you why you're spending 50,000, because I learned 5 lakh. Why you're spending 1 lakh? Because I learned 10 lakh. And when you learn, then give them a plan. Within next 5 years, I learned that 10 lakh. See it, because people will tell you don't write. Because when you're writing such a high qualification, many people don't understand. That's why they're saying, right? Dear friends, FRM is highly valued in IIM. That's how I knew FRM has such great value. But I was evaluating, dear friends. So think of my life history, okay? I know I'll overshoot the timing a little bit. My pre-video timing is not necessarily my post-video timing difference. I don't want to be a slave to timing, and some people say only make short videos. I agree with that. The short video doesn't have to be a 15-minute video. It can be a 30 minutes video. If I'm slightly overstepping the time, I don't care. If you want to watch half an hour, I'm telling you, this half an hour can change your life. This half an hour alone. The advice I'm giving you alone. Many people would not give this for free, but I'll give it for free. I'll give it. For me, 10 changed lives. That's what my mentor of mine told me. Don't need to thank me. Don't ask money, but change 10 lives. 10 lives income. I know by God's grace, through YouTube, I can change 10,000 lives. That's my goal in life. What you want to ask you what is Nishan Xavier's goal in life? Please tell them. Nishan Xavier's goal in life is to change 10,000 lives. Is to help 10,000 people succeed in life. That's all. Especially you, my brother, my sister, who says I cannot succeed in life. Especially you. God has a plan for you. God loves you, and I will. Nishan Xavier will help you. And you will succeed in life. Leave it and it will happen. Ask it. I want to succeed. Say, tell God, Lord, my father help me. I want to succeed. Please call me Mary Bai. Please call me my brother. Instead, I call everyone my brother or my sister, especially Indians. I want India to become the #1 country in the world. We are a $3 trillion economy. Okay. America is a $20 trillion economy. Fine. Whatever the past has been, we have not been as good as America. What does that mean? It means America has worked 7 times harder than us. That's all. Americans work on average. Doesn't mean every single, but on average. 3 trillion, 22 trillion, you can do the math just as I can. Roughly 7 times. Yes. You're a financial risk manager as a parent. You should know the math. But what does it mean? They work 7 times harder than us. Fine. We will work 10 times as hard because they have only 20 trillion to 30 trillion. By 2030, I think America will surely be a $30 trillion economy. $30 trillion, dear friends. To be a millionaire in life, is a very great thing. Yes, nobody will deny it. I want to be a millionaire one day. I'm not ashamed to say so. What is a millionaire? Why don't I say it in a millionaire is 1 million is 10 lakh. We know that. So a millionaire is a crorepati, more than a crore. 10 lakh dollars is more than 1 crore, 7.5 or 8 crore. I want to be a crorepati. I'm not ashamed to say. And dear friends, I'm a lakhpati now. That is, I make more than 1 lakh a month by the grace of God. And I give 10% of my income to the poor. And in this year, 2022, I want to make a commitment. And I want to, I don't need to make a formal commitment yet, but that's my aspiration. Let my first month, let January month salary come. Let January finish. I want to give 20% of my income to the poor. And I'm telling you, dear friends, if you give 10% of your income to your poor, God will bless you. There's a verse in the Bible. If you give 10% of your income to the poor, God will pour out such abundance on your life as you there will not be abundant space enough in your house to receive it. I'm not telling you the chapter and verses. That's not necessary. Believe this. Some people believe every sacred book they read, the Bible, the Holy Gita, the Holy Quran. In each of these 3 books, there is great thing, great wisdom for cultures, because each have built successful cultures. We know, right? Mughals did good things, British did good things, we Indians have done great things. So all cultures which have done good things have good points. These are successful religions, successful cultures they have built. Mistakes here and there are. That's I'm not talking about mistakes. So learn something. You can say, read the book so you know something about it. Read the sacred book. It's Indian history sometimes. It is world history sometimes. And you know something. You can say, I disagree with this. I disagree with this. You're a 20-year-old or a 25-year-old, 30-year-old. You're not going to believe everything you read. You can believe some things that you read. But what I want to say is, if you give 10% of your income to the poor, God will bless you. But now I want a double blessing. That's why I'm going to give 20% of my income to the poor. I'm going to see what happens. I'm sure God will pour out a double blessing, because God has said, right? I didn't say, God said it. He said he'll give it 10 blessing. I don't know what will happen if you give 20%. I honestly don't. I'm telling you, dear friends, when you come to 1 lakh, if you're 10,000, give 10%. When you come to 1 lakh, give 20,000. 20,000 to the poor. Imagine if 1 crore Indians gave 20,000 to the poor. That's 20,000 crore. That money can end poverty, dear friends. That money can end poverty. Just giving 20% of your income. Give, dear friends. When you come to 1 lakh, give 10,000. When you come to 10 lakh, you give 30%. When you come to 1 crore annual income, of course. When you come to 1 crore, give 40%. Right? If I come to, I'll tell God, Lord, if you make me a crorepati one day, if you enable me to earn 1 crore a year, which is amazing, right? Not even those. No, I mean, I don't earn 1 crore a year, to be perfectly honest. By God, glory be to God. It's all for a reason, dear friends. If I want to earn 1 crore a year one day, not now, maybe 20, 30 years from now, I'm young by God's grace. I have 30 years of career life. And why 63? At least 30 years, I have 40 years, I can work 40. Nobody can stop me from work. I don't think there's mandatory retirement, let us see. But I can work, and I'll work in every capacity. I want to be a fit man, so that once I asked God, I want to live 120 years. I read that a saint and apostle lived 120 years because he was such a holy man. He was fasting. He was a sannyasi, like he prayed. He was a priest, and he allowed everyone, and he blessed, and he used to fast 40 days in Lent during, just like Jesus Christ fasted 40 days before beginning his ministry. Before so dear friends, if you follow good habits, you can live, I don't say 120 years, you can live 78 years at least, and you can live 100 years. My grandfather, who's a great man and a priest, he's lived nearly 100 years. He's still alive. And he was a top collector. I have to ask my mother exactly what he was. One of the top well respected, very well respected men in India. I mean in Tamil Nadu, well known, well respected man. My grandfather. We have a great heritage. My mother is a well-known, well-respected doctor. We are a successful family by the grace of God. So it's been easier for me. But what I want to tell you, dear friends, yeah, I overshoot my timing a little. But yeah, now I want to tell you that I already told you on October 20th I got my license. But I'm going to tell you the September 30th was the last day for FRM2 registration. September 25th, I was still in two minds, honestly. I joined August 16th. And at first, I was in two minds. My first question on my mind, I'm going to speak a little long, maybe till 20 minutes. I'm going to speak about my what I've done. It may be 1 hour video, I don't know. That's fine. Dear friends, if I put constraint on anything, I won't be able to, and everything, I won't be able to teach you anything useful. I want to teach you something useful, and I want to show you what God has done, what has happened in my life, so that you will have the confidence. Yes, He can guide me well. He can guide me correctly, right? So I wish, dear friends, that I had some guidance 10 years ago, because then now at 33, by the grace of God, I'm earning well over 1 lakh. If I had this guy, just a little guidance, I'm sure, I know I would have been earning 10 times more right now where I am, right now. Yes, with a little guidance. That's how important guidance is, in friends, dear friends. Think of it, it can help you gain knowledge, gain education, gain experience. 20 years of experience, 20 years of studies, 20 years of hard work, nearly 20 years, right? From my ninth standard, I went for IIT coaching. Before that, I used to study well. In fourth standard, I did maths very well. My Maria ma'am in St. Michael's Academy, she used to allow me, because I used to get a sentence in math. So fourth, how old would I be? 9, right? At 24 years, I have worked hard. 24 years of hard work are paying off now. But let me tell you the story. So, September 25th, I was in two. Okay, but no, first I had two doubts, two obstacles in my mind. Um, the first obstacle was, will I be able to manage working studies? It was about roughly about 10:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. I sign in early, of course. I sign in early, and I like to sign in early before others do generally. If I can, I will do that. Why I can't? I'm working from home. Everyone is working from home, most of everyone. And today there was voluntary work from office. Next time the company offers me voluntary work from office, I think I'm going to Mumbai. I just told my mother today, because I love Mumbai. Honestly, I love Mumbai. And I think after Tamil Nadu, Mumbai is my second favorite state, maybe third favorite state, because I was in Lucknow for a couple of years during my MBA education. But that is in IIM Lucknow. But so anyway, what did I want to say? Get a little confused sometimes. Yeah. So 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 it is September 25th. I'm in two minds. I'm not 100% certain whether I'm going to reply. There's just 5 days left. Let me look at the FRM. Just FRM late fees. If you pay before July or something, you pay little less. But if you pay around September, you pay little more. But yeah, another good thing, August again, God's grace on my life. God's grace on my life, that again, if I had not got my Credit Suisse offer in August 2016, I would not have written FRM. I would not be cleared FRM2 today, because I would have thought, firstly, I worked as a financial risk manager also and as a consultant also. I love both fields. I love financial consulting also, and I love risk management also. But I was not 100%. I had 2 years I have experience in the Bank of New York. My official designation was risk analyst in the beginning. The end, it was quantitative analyst or something, which is still a risk analyst. It's still in risk management, that field. but in that investment bank, Bank of New York. But so I have that 2 years of experience that I have to send it to GAP soon. I'll be doing that slowly. There's no hurry. I have 5 years. Yes. Within 5 years, you have to. That's another thing you should know. Within 5 years, you have to submit a proof of. So I have 5 years. Even Credit Suisse experience. Credit Suisse, I don't yet have 2 years. I have about 6 months. Right? Over 16, 5 months. Whatever. So now, yeah. So September 25th, I was still in 2 months. What are the FRM exam fees exactly? I will never have to bother about them myself again, but let me just take a look. These days, you can find any information online, dear friends. That's a very good thing. I want to give some concrete number. 2022 dates and deadlines. If you know how to search, know how to use Google, dear friends. Google is your friend. Know how to use Google. $1,900 has it increased? Nearly $1,900. It's nearly $2,000. Oh, they're increasing the cost. Exam pass rates 45.9% FRM1, FRM2 58.6%. Roughly 50% each level. Exam cost is $1,900 difference. I don't remember paying $2,000 for $2,000 is 75 1.5 lakh, right? 1.5, 1.6, 1.5 lakh. So 1.5 lakh, oh, it's a lot of money difference. But people will discourage. I'm telling you, मेरी भाई और मेरी बहनों who have not yet written FRM1 and FRM2, I'm telling you, people are now discouraged. You too, it's 1.5 lakh, it's not worth it. Tell them I will earn 1.5 lakh back within at least give me a certain time. Within at least 1 year, 1 year after clearing FRM1. Means my managers will respect me, my company will respect me, my company will promote me, my company will give me increment, right? If they see it on your CV, you don't have to switch your company, by the way. If you already work in risk management, you need to work in risk management to get FRM degree. You know that. See, that's the difference between MBA. CAT, when I cleared CAT, I had no experience, zero experience. But I had. You have to clear your bachelor degree. That is the basic thing. You just have to clear your bachelor. You have to clear your bachelor degree, and you have to clear CAT. Those are the two requirements. Nothing else. You don't need to have 2 years work experience, 5 years work experience. Nothing. I cleared CAT in my first attempt when I was studying in NIT Trichy, a difficult college, and I got calls from IIM Calcutta, and IIM Lucknow, which I love the most because I converted. I love Calcutta also. I went to Calcutta also. I went to Lucknow also. I went to Delhi also. I went to remember going for Bangalore also for an interview. I've been to many states in India. I want to go to every state in India one day. That's one of my aspirations. I want to go to every state. As for God's blessing on every state, India needs to come up, dear friends. Come up. Education will transform India. God's grace will transform India. Hard work will transform India. The internet can transform India. I said that by 2025, 1 billion Indians will use the internet. Make education free. I know not everything can be free. Teach people freely a little on the internet. At least what you can. Doesn't mean you have to teach everything. There are hundreds of subjects to teach, right? Teach a little, teach it little. Share your experience, dear friends. When you become an educated, successful, hardworking, when you become a successful person, when you're earning over 1 lakh a month, now help others. Plus those who are earning 10,000 a month, who earn 1 lakh a month. They earn 1 lakh a month in your company. It doesn't take $1, 1 rupee away from you, right? I speak of dollars because I sometimes speak to Americans. I often speak to many. I have many American friends. So it doesn't take any money away from you, right? Right. So why not do it, dear friends? And it's a beautiful thing. You'll feel so happy. God will bless you for that. Yeah, God blesses every good work. He blesses. So let me tell you. So it is September 2025. The first doubt is, will I be able to manage work and studies? That's my first doubt in my mind. So will I be able to manage work and studies? That's why August 16th I could have applied, right? But I did not apply in August 16th. I think August 31st there was an early deadline. It was around $1,200. I think was the late deadline. I mean, roughly maybe it could have been 1 lakh. I don't remember. I paid it with my first month's salary. I paid it. I don't know. Some salary, most of it I gave. So I won't tell exactly what my salary is or what my first month's salary was. But I will my contractor salary, Collabra salary. But I won't tell. I don't need to tell. But I paid almost one. I paid my first month's salary. You can say for credits for FRM. It's two FRM2, and it's worth it. It's worth it. So it might have been thought. Yeah, that's fine. That's a numerical. It's an academic point, not relevant to us now. So the duty is the thing is in 25th. I was in 2 months. Exam is on December 3rd to 10th, right? and you're in 2 months in September 25th, and you have to work 12 hours at least for your work, and you have to impress the people there, and you don't know if you'll become a permanent employee, you don't know if you'll be extended, or to 6 months are over and they tell you to leave. Nishant, your performance has not been good enough, please leave. At least if you get an extension for 6 more months, that is something. Extension is one thing, conversion is another thing. At least you get an extension, right? But I thought maybe I may not even get an extension. So when I got a conversion, I was frankly I was on top of the world. I must be one of the 1,000 happiest people in the whole world right now. Frankly, I don't know how much to thank God and rejoice it as sufficiently. I'm only this year is going to be a rejoicing. This whole year, I'm going to thank God for that blessing, and I'm going to rejoice just for that blessing of being converted to a permanent employee. Now, I didn't know. Remember, October 20th, I told you I was converted. So September 25th, I did not know I would be converted, but I knew one thing. I knew I can manage. They say 300 hours, right? I don't know if I totally spent 300 hours. Let me calculate and tell you in the course of this video. They say 3 hours. Um, they say 300 hours you need to send. Some say 500 hours. Generally, it is understood as 500 hours. If you're a non-financial background, if the subject is completely new to you, then you should spend 500 hours. I'm not a non-financial background. I know most of this FRM stuff. I learned it for my MBA. I've done a lot of reading in finance. Lot of reading. So 300 hours should be enough, but it's not 100% certain. I'll tell you another thing which may be slightly embarrassing fact which other people may not tell you. In FRM, now May 2017, I cleared FRM level 1. Just if people think, oh, Nishant Xavier's now never failed in life, he's always succeeded. Um, I hurried up. That's the mistake people make. I hurried up and wrote in November. Let me finish stuff quickly. Why be in a hurry? If I'm telling my 2000 Nishant in 2017, if I could speak to him, I would say, don't be in a hurry. Cleared FRM 1 this year, which is very good. First of all, read your success letter carefully, Nishant. You have 4 years, but know that. But you don't. It's not 6 months. You have 2 years. You can write in 2019. Read the material for FRM 2 now. Start right away. That is good. But you can write in May 2018. You can write even in not now, but now 2018, academically speaking, but theoretically speaking. 1 year is one. I know if I prepare for 12 months, I will surely clear. That's why I'm 90% confident right now. I'll clear for CFA level 2 August. 90% confident. That is my. That's what God has told me. That's my prophecy. That's the prophecy He gave me, and I believe I will. Okay, I may have misunderstood or misheard. I don't know, but I believe I will. I'm telling you before it happens. When it happens, believe me. If it doesn't happen, when it happens, believe me. Not before that. But I'm going to write CFA level 2. That's my next step. Yeah, I don't have to stop. And the CFA level 2, there's no deadline. So I'll never have to write CFA level 1 again. But I bought CFA level 1 books because I want to train you. These are my FRM exam part 1 books, which I also want to train you in FRM exam. See, I bought the latest FRM exam. See the year 2021, the latest. And CFA exam, did I buy 2020? Let me show. Can you see the year, dear friends? Can you see the year? FRM, CFA, that's the year 2000. Is it 2020? At least 2020. It's 2022, correct? This is quantitative techniques, which I love so much. This is financial statement analysis. This is also 22, and this is CFA curriculum. I encourage you to buy both. Make the investment, even if it costs you 10,000. I don't mind. I don't care. I mean, I care. I care about you, and it won't cost 10,000. You can get it. Get both the curriculum and Shweza for less than 5,000. I'm telling you, I know a place. Contact me, and I'll give you the website. 5,000. These books are worth 5 lakh. I'm telling you. If you think about spending twice about spending these 5,000, you'll never earn 5 lakh in your life. These books are worth 5,000. I don't have to buy CFA 1. I have bought CFA 1 to be clear. In case that also is not clear, see. It is CFA 1. I have bought CFA 1. Again, I tell you, I have bought FRM 1, which I've cleared, and I'm going to write again. I cleared both FRM 1 and 2. I bought a CFA 1, which I'm never going to write again. I already cleared CFA 1. And you know CFA well, you know there is no deadline for CFA. You may ask why I wasted money. I didn't waste money. I know. I know the value of these books for thousands. That I'm proud to be one of 4,000 FRM. It's either 3,000. It's 3,000. 3,000 Indian FRMs. I want that to be 10,000 Indian FRMs. Out of 140 crore, I'm in the top 3,000 Indians. I am in the top 3,000 Indian FRMs. As the person who has cleared FRM 1 and 2, which lakhs of people want to write. I know it is lakhs of people. Lakhs of people think of FRM as the highest of the high, which only IIM guys can even aspire to. I tell you, it's not like that. Whichever college you went to, See, I wanted to get into IIT Chennai. Every Chennaiite, every Tamil Nadu, Tamilian who is an Indian, who is every Tamilian who wants to be an engineer. Right? The other good colleges for non-engineering subject. Every Tamilian who wants to be an engineer and who has that ambition to aim high. I want to be an IITian someday. If you say that, if you're ninth standard, that's good. You're not, it's good. That's good. That's good. But you may get it or you may not get it, but you should work hard for it. That hard work you do will never go into waste. I started from ninth standard. Ninth standard, I started preparing for IIT. Then I did not get IIT. See, that's my first failure in life. So that doesn't mean, but I am aiming high, dear friends. I'm already by aiming in it. I'm in the top nine just by aiming because the 90. I'm in the top 10% of Indians just by aiming, not by clearing, by aiming. So nobody can look down on me saying you failed IIT. Ha ha ha. Nobody can look down on me because I just by aiming, I'm in the top 90% of Indians. And by I did not clear IIT, but I cleared AIEEE and I got into NIT. This is the second best option in Tamil Nadu, second best engineering option in Tamil Nadu. Third best, in my opinion, is Anna University, which is a good college. Second best is an NIT Trichy. So I got the second, right? So already I'm in the top 90% of Chennaiites and of Indians by just by attempting. And by clearing NIT Trichy, I must be at least in the top 95% of Indians already. So aim high in life. First lesson. First lesson. So anyway, that's an old story. Let me come to a more recent story, right? So September 25th, there were two doubts in my mind. Two doubts: should I write? First, will I be able to do my job well if I write? By September 25th, I had no doubt at all on this first point. No doubt on this first point. I know 10:30 a.m. I will log in. 10:30 p.m. I will log out. Most days that will be enough. 12 hours. But today, I've started the video at 12:45. You can imagine I worked how many hours I worked today. Nearly 12:30 I logged out. But that's fine. If it becomes little late, I was not well also today. I asked God to heal me. By God's grace, He healed me today. He healed me today, Lord, I said, and He healed me. But it took some time. Yeah, I took some time, and I did the reports a little slow today because usually I do very fast. And I'm able to do fast. But today it took a little time. Everyone understood, and I completely understand. That's what I love about my team. It's such a great place to work. Some great people there, and they say. Sure, I understand. You can take leave. You're not well. You can even take leave. You are not proper. You can take rest for some time and then do the work. Whatever they understand, they're great people. When you're a successful person in doing everything 99% well, that 1% at the time, a small mistake or a slight difficulty, or there is no signal. Say there is rains in Chennai, something's difficult to connect with Mumbai and with Europe. Where most of the trading is done. Of course, in America, we do emerging markets trading. We do Latin America trading. We do all international trading. There's local markets, China, local markets, India also. So this is universal. Financial managers are always men of the world, men of the international men. They know about America, they know about England, and of course they know about India, especially Indian financial managers. So yes, I am now. And when I went to NIT Trichy, I was in my last year. I was an IIM aspirant. So that's the thing. What I wanted to tell you. Many people go to IIT to get into IIM. I know people from IIT who who got into IIT but who failed to get into IIM. I got into NIT. Okay, I'm almost shoulder to shoulder with IIT guys, but I'm slightly less than you. I'll beat you. I don't want you to do badly, but I want to do well for myself. I wanted to do better than you. You beat me last time. I'm waiting. I'm biding my time. 4 years I'm waiting in my college, which I loved, by the way. And I teach was one of the happiest 4 years of my life, especially year 3 and year 4, when I made so many friends. Anto, Alex, Rina, so many people, so many wonderful people, Savio, whom we used to go to orphanages and all as part of prayer cell. And they used to all come to my house in Trichy. And we all had so much fun together. Then in NIT Trichy, I aspired for IIM. ABCL, four top. These are the four top IIMs in India. Okay, of course, all great IIMs are great. Any IIM you get is a great thing. Why are there not 100 IIMs in India? You want to know one simple way to make India great. Donald Trump said, "Make America great again." I'm saying, "Make India great again." One time India's GDP was the highest in the world. India was like, this is long ago. India was like America is today. Imagine. I just want to be at least shoulder to shoulder with America by 2030. That is my dream now. That is my next dream. See, I'm dreaming for Bharat, for our motherland Bharat, not only for me. Jai Hind. I always say Jai Hind and Bharat Mata Ki Jai. And I say God bless India, and I say make India great again. And I mean it. India can be great. I'm telling you, India can be shoulder to shoulder with America one day. We can do it. Believe me. And we can. What is the secret to doing that? It is the secret to your success is your education. That's why I'm freely educating Indians. I want to I want to change 10,000 lives. I want to educate 10,000 people. If you failed in this, you failed in that, I don't care. If you didn't get IIT, I didn't get IIM, didn't get even a good college, tier 2, tier 3, I don't care. I'll train you. I will teach you. I will train you. You've not missed the bus in life. You have not missed the bus in life, my friend. Why do you think there is only one bus? If not this bus, there's another bus. If not that bus, there's another bus. If not this company, there's another company. If not that, risk management. If you be clear on your goals, if you want to become a financial risk manager, you should work in financial risk management. I think they will ask also your current company, 2 years work experience in the past. I think that should be within the last 10 or 20 years or something. Of course, that is no issue for me. But know all that also, my dear friends, if it is, especially if it is applicable to you. Maybe at age 20 or the age 30, you had 2 years experience. Now you're age 40 or 50, and then you should know that. That is not relevant to me, so I don't need to know. And what is the other point? Within 5 years, you have to submit the 2 years of work experience. I think the point is you should also be currently in risk management. I think GAP will see that there will be one or two letters between them and you. Then only they will give you the chart after you've cleared FRM2. If you cleared FRM2, they're definitely going to give you. It's just like you're waiting for your graduation day, but you have to show them you're working in credits. You're working in risk management. So if you're in risk management company already and you want to clear FRM, whatever you do, don't leave that risk management job. Don't leave. Be in that risk management job. Come up there. Get a good impression from 10 people. This person works hard. Akshay works hard. Vinay works. Whoever you are, work hard. Rajiv works hard. Ankit works hard. Anna works hard. Vinay works hard. Ankita works hard. Again, Nishant works hard. Get that impression from your. Not only works hard, works well. Work hard is the first thing, but work well. Deliver the result for your company. Whatever your company wants, if you do, get a good impression from your seniors. Simple things in life. When people don't get a good impression from their seniors, they run away from the company. Work harder. The company is not firing you, right? But okay, you don't get a good impression. You work hard and you get a good impression. Problem solved. Solve problems, dear friends. Solve problems. We are financial risk managers. We solve hundreds of problems on paper. Solve some real life problems in your life and then in others' lives also. By God's grace, God has solved my problems. I won't say I have solved, but now I want to solve the problems, and I want to solve problems for other people. I want to solve problems for India. I want to solve the problem that there are 25 crore people, poor people in India. How do we get those 25 crore poor people out of poverty, above the poverty line, having at least 10,000 rupees a month every month? Yes, 10,000 rupees a month, you're not very poor. You're out of poverty. You have enough to eat. You have water. You don't have to lie on the street and beg as so many thousands, so many crores of people. There's 25 crore. Boy, beg every day. No one pays any attention to them. No one thinks of uplifting them. This is the number one problem in India. Number one problem we financial risk managers have to solve. And I not just want to change 10,000 lives. That is my first goal. I want us 10,000 people after we get that goal, if we get that goal, and I think we will. I want us to think about changing 10 crore lives. Then only there is some impact on my life, right? And only there's some impact on our lives, dear friends. How long we'll think of money only? Let's think of changing lives. Money, fine. First thing. Once money is settled, then go. Once you have enough for your needs, that's all. Okay, you need to pay rent. You may have 40,000 expense a month, right? If you're paying 20,000 rent, you have 40,000 expense a month. Make sure you earn at least 1 lakh. Money is out of the equation for that. That's all. You don't need to worry about money ever again. If you're earning 1 lakh month, then don't leave that 1 lakh month job. If you're earning 50,000, that's fine. And if you're earning 20,000 today, that's also fine. You'll come to 50,000 in 5 years at least. You'll come to me. You can go even higher than that, much higher than that. If you get FRM, you'll go to 1 lakh. So it's that simple. Then when you earn 1 lakh a month, your expenses will remain at 40 or may at most may go to 50. Problem solved. Simple equation. Put this first equation in your life. Write down. Write down what are my expenses, what are my income. Write down. Anyway, let me tell you the story of my life. So, to September 25th, I knew work is not a problem. I knew I will do my work very well. The second question was, should I pay that? Let us keep it as 70, 80,000, nearly, must have been $1,000, nearly 1 lakh, let us say. Yeah. So, understand the problem I was facing, understand the situation I was facing. And people knew I had failed FRM too. This is the main thing. Maybe we should not tell people, when you fail. But I tell. And people say, you failed FRM2 before, right? Why are you writing now? So, what answer I will give? And let it go, they'll say, right next year, or let the certification go, write it. You don't need FRM, no? You're in Credit Suisse, you're in good company now, no? Mind, stress, pressure, tension. What to do, 5 days to make a decision, days are running 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, you have to make a decision, obviously. After 30th, you can't register. I prayed and asked God, what should I do? He said, go ahead, go and write the exam. I will give you success. Against the world. First, I convinced my mother. My mother said, no need to write. Uncle is saying, no need to write. First, I convinced my mother. I had to convince my mother that, Mom, let me. I'm going to write. I believe I will succeed. I can succeed. Support me. Pray for me. We will succeed together. And I said like that. And I said, it is worth it. I will earn well once I clear. I'm earning well now. I can pay for my exam. Suppose I pay and don't take that word in your mouth. If you say I will succeed by the grace of God, don't take that failure word in your mouth. You will succeed. Believe it, it will happen. Believe it, work for it, it will happen. Ask God's grace. Ask God's grace. Believe it, work for it, it will happen. Three, whatever it is. Once you say I will succeed by the grace of God, don't say if. No, no. World is ruined by ifs. I will succeed. People will say, how you know you will succeed? I will succeed. I will succeed and I'll show you. After I will succeed, then you will know how I succeed. Till then you think I won't succeed. I think I will succeed. I have a right to believe what I want. Right? I have a right to think what I want. And we disagree. We have a difference of opinion. That's all. I believe I will succeed. Yes, I believe I will succeed. I said like that. I motivated myself. I encouraged myself. The hour was late. It was 9 o'clock. I think 9 o'clock on September 30th. How late I was applying. 3 hours later, they wouldn't have allowed me to apply. I applied. I also had the doubt. I not for would I clear? Now that is the issue, right? You may not clear. That is the issue. First, you may not be able to balance work and studies. That also a doubt and an objection people raise to me. You won't be able to balance both. You won't be able to balance both. You won't be able to. I will. How you're working 10:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Right? People said study 4 hours a week. That is enough. But write next right, 4 hours a week you'll never clear. Then you try to think about writing next year. Not now. Let the 4 years expire. Let it expire. Right? It's fine. Write again. Write FRM one again. FRM two. Who will write again? Right? Even if you write again, then there'll be 2 lakh. Now they made it. See, I thought it would be only 2 lakh when I write. If I had waited 1 more year, 2 more years, it would have been 5 lakhs. I think FRM one and two, and then who would have said, why are you spending 5 lakhs? Why are you wasting money? Everyone, the whole world would have come against me. Why are you wasting your money? Don't waste money. We know you're earning well, but why are you wasting the money, man? People would have asked me. And 5 lakhs, I would have thought twice about writing. If 1.5 lakh is one level, I did not know 1.5 level is 1 lakh now. They've raised the fees. I would encourage people not to raise the fees so much. Okay, they encourage difference. All I can say is 1.5 lakh is still worth it because I quoted this in a previous video. Yeah, if you earn these certifications, you with the 15 years of work experience, you're thinking long term ahead. That's what 90% of people don't think. 15 years of experience, you learn a minimum of 50 lakh a year. 5 lakh is nothing difference. In 15 years, you will earn 10 times more than that in 1 year at minimum. You want 10 times more than what you pay at minimum in 1 year. It's a good project. Go for it, right? You learn about project finance and management. Pay attention in what you learn and apply it in your own life. Apply it in your personal finance. You're not the manager of company yet. I know you may not be, but you're a manager of your own life, right? So apply it in your own life. I will defend myself. If someone asks me today why 1.5 lakh, why I have to pay 2 lakh, I will say pay 1.5 lakh and then remember you paid 1.5 lakh when you study. Study like you paid 1.5 lakh. Study like you paid 15 lakh. Study like you paid 15 lakh and that 15 lakh may go to nothing. Study like that and you will clear. And keep 1 year for your studies. Keep 2 months and talk to me before you apply. Talk to me. I will tell you. Let me learn your life situation, then I'll tell you whether to apply or not. I'll give you the best advice in the world. Wish I could have advised my former self, but I don't need to wish that. God is taking care of all my problems for me. But I can advise others, right? So September 30th, I applied. December 8th, this is another story. December 8th is Mother Mary's Immaculate Conception Day. Whole knows that. Conception Day is like a birthday. She was born sinless. She was conceived sinless because she was to be the mother of God. And special mother, Mary, mommy, I call her. And I said, I'm writing on your conception day, on your conception day. Because if I write on your conception day, I believe you will pray for me. And if you pray for me, I know you will have access. In heaven, there's God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. And next to the Holy Trinity, next to God, there is Mother Mary, on the right of God, after Jesus and the Holy Spirit. So she's the most powerful saint in heaven, and that means she's a powerful prayer warrior. The power of the righteous avails much. Prayer of Mother Mary avails everything, I will say. Mother Mary's prayers will never be refused. There's a story in the Gospel of St. John. It's called The Wedding at Cana. This shows the power of Mother Mary's prayer and her intercession and advocacy with her Son. As Jesus Christ is our advocate with the Father, the Holy Spirit is our advocate with Jesus Christ, and Mother Mary is our advocate with Jesus Christ and the Holy Trinity. This shows the power. They all ran out of wine. Jesus Christ was there, but he had not yet begun his ministry. What is it's a beautiful story. Let me tell the story. They had all run out of wine. Mother Mary sees it, and she's heartbroken. They are all going to be shamed now. They have no wine. What are people going to think of them? Let me ask my son. Let me see. If I ask, my son will do it. And she asked. But the first thing, you know what Jesus Christ said? Mom, what is that to you and me? This is their house. This is their wedding. This is not Jesus Christ's wedding. This is not. What is that to you and me? Uh, but Mother Mary, something must have passed. Something unspoken must have sparked in between mother and son. Jesus Christ knows he's going to work. And then Mother Mary said, Mother Mary knew Jesus Christ will work the miracle. And she went and told to the servants, do whatever he tells. Do whatever he tells. And the servants listened to her. She must have been a great woman when she says, "Do whatever he tells you." All would. This Jewish woman, this Jewish queen, who was descended from the line of David, along with Saint Joseph, through whom Jesus Christ also is descended of the line of David, through his mother mainly, but also through his father, Saint Joseph. That is through the line of David. A king, a royal family. They were a royal family always. We should remember that. And so when the prayer of this queen, when Queen Mary, just like Queen Esther's intercession was so helpful for Israel, Queen Mary's intercession was so helpful for that family. They got saved from disgrace, right? And what a beautiful story. There's a song also about it. Often enough in life's banquet, we shall run short of wine. Then as at Cana, request your son. Cana is where this miracle took place. Cana is a beautiful place in Jerusalem. I plan to go to Jerusalem one day, maybe in a few years. Then I'll visit Cana. All these biblical sites I'll visit. I think I'll weep for joy and for devotion when I hit those places. I've only read about Cana. One day I may visit it. Wow, the thought itself makes me so happy. So many blessings on my life. I feel so blessed. There are so many blessings for serving God, dear friends. Serving God and working hard. So many blessings. If people knew, the whole world would serve God and work hard. If people knew the blessings. Tell the blessings always. You want to attract people to working hard. Work hard, work hard. If you tell, okay, why I should work hard, people will think. Work hard, there will be blessings in your life. They'll work. Ask God's blessings, and the blessings will come. Yeah. So, so with Mother Mary's intercession, first he said, no, there is nothing to both of us. Then Then she asked, and you know what Jesus Christ said? Take the jars and fill them with water. You must not have understood. We have run out of wine and not water. But Mother Mary had said, do whatever they told you. So they obeyed Mother Mary. That's the important thing. If Mother Mary tells you to do something, obey it. Then Jesus Christ will work the miracle for you. That's the lesson of the Bible. That's the lesson St. John teaches us. St. John, first priest, apostle of Christ, one of the priests, apostles of Christ. So, so if Mother Mary prays for you, I know it will happen. And that's why I knew if I write on December 8th, I will get success. So I was taking these guarantees, right? I was working hard. Don't think I didn't work hard saying Mother Mary should pray for me. I'm not going to work hard. I worked hard. There's a saying, pray as if everything depends on God. Work as if everything depends on man. Because God wants it to be a partnership between God and man. And it was a partnership between Jesus and Mary, between God and a woman. But between God and humanity, I mean. But in man or God and woman. There it was God and woman. That was man and woman also. Jesus Christ is true God and true man. So so she prayed, it happened. And so I was working really, really hard, and only God knows under how much stress I was. The day I paid it, I was happy I paid it. You got your confirmed letter, offer letter, not offer letter. What is that? Exam letter. This is your schedule. Work, schedule the site, schedule the date, I schedule the schedule. Okay, everything is scheduled. The exam is surely there. You can usually write your hall ticket, everything. Did I make a mistake? Did I spend nearly 1 lakh in vain? I remember that 1 lakh. And as if I'd spent 10 lakh, I studied. I told how did I do it? First of all, I devised a plan. And this is where I am telling you the importance of time management. What are the 3 subjects I have made for this thing? Yeah. Okay, so that I'll tell you about. Maybe by 1:30, it's 1:30 already. By 2 o'clock, I'll try to close. But let us see. So, what is that important thing in life? Time management is important. 10:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. I have to work. That I know. No compromise on that. No compromise. I study as if I work as if I've never studied. Yes, I work as if I've never studied, and I study as if I've never worked. And that is the way you have to succeed in life. When you're in your work, don't do anything related to your studies. 10:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. You do your work and your work alone, as if you're not studying at all. FRM is universally respected. You can mention one of my previous employees. When I mentioned CFA FRM, he was not happy because that is fine. Because then he asked, well, not me. He told someone else, and that's someone else for me. So work is not important for him, is it? So that's how your managers think and your people evaluate you. Of course, I respect that sir, that superior of mine, which I had to show that in my work first. Of course, CFA, FRM, I balanced my work also. I did my work also well by God's grace. And so, dear friends, I'm telling you, September 30th, let's come to the next point. September 30th, I applied. Immediately, I started studying. Immediately. I knew that time is short, time is precious, and there was so much pressure on me and my family also. We did take some break and all. Of course, you need to take breaks when you're studying, by the way. Work hard, dear friends. Get up early. This is the third point yet. I'll tell this later and to conclude the video. I'll try to finish by 1 or 30 minutes. I want to finish by 2 o'clock. I also want to sleep today. Yesterday, I became late. But I signed in time. And I worked hard today, and it's again late. This is a Monday. But we'll do it, dear friends. I'll do it. I know I'm telling you to get up early if you can, right? And I got up very early for my FRM exam, and I studied very hard. Every day I would get up, I would pray, I would say Hallelujah, I would say many prayers in the day for a while, and then go and start studying. That's it. That's what you should do. Pray, study, work. Follow this formula, you will succeed in life. Pray, study, work. P plus S plus W equal to S equal to success. P plus S plus W equal to success. So if you don't have the exam pressure, don't have the time pressure, there is no pressure, right? You can study at your leisure. Every day, study 1 hour before you log in for your work, especially when you work from home. I think work from home is mandatory for everyone, universally mandatory for 3 hours. So I think most of my listeners will be working from home for 3 months at least. Yes, everyone is saying like that. Till so January now, I'm in no hurry. Till for 3 months from now is April, April 25th, probably till May beginning at least. We are all going to be working from 19% of us. Have they made it mandatory? I think they made it mandatory because once there was voluntary work from home, now it's mandatory work from home. It's mandatory work from home. But voluntary work from office there was, but now there's mandatory work from home. So anyway, what's the main thing? Yes. So we were in September 30th, correct? So I started working. I don't know, and I knew Saturdays and Sundays are my free days, and you immediately joined your leave where you cannot take leave. Till on now October, I took not one single day of leave. Only Saturdays and Sundays were naps. I utilize those Saturdays, Sundays. Utilize them. Don't waste them. 12 hours a day I study. 12 hours a day, night and day. You can ask my mother. My mother is a witness. Got up in the morning. I studied. I studied. I wrote. I wrote. I read. I read. I read. I broke my. I mean, but I liked it also. I liked it. I like studying. I like learning. But it was hard. It was extremely hard. Don't think without working hard, without making sacrifices. I sacrificed other things. Just 2 months, right? I have 30 years of why 30? I have 30 years of working at least. I'm going to work for at least 30 years, correct? Then I have 50 years of my life at least. Yes, I want to live to be. I want to live to be 100 at least. Maybe not 120, but I have 50 years of my life. If I can't sacrifice 2 months, and we had a lot of fun in those 2 months also. We went out. Visited friends. I went out. I visited friends. I had good food. We visited relatives. Our family went and visited relatives. We did other things also. 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. I treated it like a work day. Not a work day, a study day. That is, if the company says log in 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. on Saturday, you're going to do it. You're going to be doing your work. My work is to study. On a weekday, my work is to only to work. Except that 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. in the morning before logging in. After logging in, don't touch your studies. Don't touch. Unless you're 100% sure your work is going very well, unless you have a universally good reputation in your manager, from your manager and your manager's manager at least, unless they both commended and praised you personally, don't touch your studies. Don't touch your studies during your work. Don't touch. Your work is important. You don't have to tell people you're an FRM. By the way, I told the manager alone, he told it, and everyone, he's Nishan Xavier's cleared FRM to please he didn't say please congratulate. Everyone congratulated me. 20 people congratulate you. People are happy. People respect you so much. I told my MRM today, market risk manager, wonderful lady from IIM. She has so many years of experience. I think like 10 or so. She has so many years of experience. She's an assistant vice president. She's a top lady. Yeah, I respect her so much. And don't want to take names, but yeah, but when I told her I cleared FRM, wow, many congratulations, Nishan. Everyone respects. Everyone respects when you cleared FRM level 2. By God's grace, I've cleared CAT also, got into IM also. I'm an IM guy also. Like just like IM guy brands you for life. IM guy, oh, he's an IM guy. You can't easily beat him. And if you show that in your work, they know, oh, he's an IM guy. In the first company, Bank New York, in my first MNC, people told me, all my Tamil viewers will understand this. Hindi viewers, I'll explain. English viewers also. புரியுதுப்பா புரியுது புரியுதுப்பா புரியுது NIT இருக்கு IIM இருக்கு வாங்கப்பா வாங்க. This is what he said. Even though I had an interview, I showed him the interview. I learned things in IIM. I had already studied some of the basic things for CFA and FRM. I studied, and I knew some of my MBA things. I showed that in my interview. I know duration, I know convexity, I know bonds, I know stuff. I know everything. I know not everything. I didn't know everything at that time. As I said, I cleared FRM 1 in 2016 17, May 2017, and in December 2016, I cleared CFA level 1 while working 12 hours a day in Bank of New York, like I'm working now. And that was not work from home, that was work from office. You have that 1 hour of travel also. You come home tired. You can't work in the night much. I've seen that. When you come home tired, night you want to relax. Night relax, dear friends. I'll suggest that. Night relax. When you've logged out of work, relax. Listen to music, do whatever you want. Anything. Relax, drink Coke and Miranda, have chicken, biryani, have the best of the best, eat nicely, drink nicely, sleep. You're married, have fun, enjoy yourself, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, dear friends, enjoy your life. After you worked hard, finished your work, right? Everyone, nobody should complain about you. Colleague should not complain about you. He didn't do this work. Your superior should not complain about you. You didn't do that work properly, man. If they say like that, FRM will get a bad name. There'll be no worth of your FRM. Okay, you're an FRM. What benefit is that to the company? They'll say like that, right? You show the benefit to the company. Unless people respect FRM and unless they themselves are proactively interested in it, you need not even mention that you're writing FRM or you cleared FRM unless you have to ask leave or something. Mention it only to those whom you have to ask leave. I did not even ask leave. I told my manager, I mean, this is all later. So September 30th, I wrote. October 20th, I was working hard. 19 days of hard work, hard, strenuous work. October 20th is my birthday, right? I have to celebrate a little. And everyone was thanking me, was congratulating me. Happy birthday, Nishan. They were saying my Bobo, my birthday. And we celebrated in my uncle's place, my sort of mama's place. I remember they all cut a cake for me, nice cake. They always buy chocolate cake for me, which I love. My mother also bought chocolate cake for me. So you have to enjoy, dear friends. 20 days you've been working hard. And yeah, I was enjoying that day so much. You know why I enjoyed it even more? Why that birthday was doubly special? Because the awful because the confirmation by this was a verbal confirmation, but it's as good as a written confirmation. Verbal confirmation from my manager and from my manager's manager. That means both my manager and my manager's manager. I told you these two things are important, right? Had a good impression of me by the grace of God. That's all you need to know. Go as a servant, dear friend. I'm telling you, go as a servant to that company. Prove yourself for the first 1 year. Until the day they are convinced, go as a servant. So what a servant? A servant comes to my house. A servant comes to my house, our house. Whatever my mother says, she does. Your job as a servant is to make it easy. For that we are paying you, right? Go as a servant to the company. I'm telling you, this is the secret to succeed as life. Till the day they call you and they make you at least equal, or at least almost equal, and they treat you with respect. They value your opinion. Don't speak much and don't speak unless spoken to, unless asked to. When you are asked something, you answer. When you're not asked, don't answer. Don't say anything. You listen. These are all lessons. These are the way you will come up in life. Then, when you have 5 years in experience, you'll be able to guide others. Till then, don't say anything. Do your work. Morning, you log in. Your duty is to work hard. 10:30 a.m. if I log in till 12:30, at least till 2:30. I won't even eat till I have work. I'm convinced that my reports for the day are all going to be good. I have nearly 10 reports to send every day. So it takes 10 hours to do those 10 reports. And that's the deadline, the 6:30 deadline we have. And those 10 10 reports I have to send fast. And okay, it takes like 10 hours. I'm telling you, 8:30. Like, well, not 8:30. You have to send by 6:30. Exceptional case, maybe they have 8:30, but 6:30. The daily deadline is expected. By God's grace, I've been able to send even 4:30 many days, and even earlier than 4:30. Because when you work hard, it shows, and when you work efficiently, work hard, work well, work efficiently. That's the third thing. We'll come to that. So October 20th, I was rejoicing, dear friends. I was enjoying 20 days. I worked hard. One day you need to work well. Wow, what was October 20th? Was it a Saturday or a Sunday? Had I taken leave, or did I just enjoy in that day before before I started working? I don't think I took leave. It was a Wednesday, correct? I didn't take leave, but I remember enjoying. I went to church first, asked God's blessings first in the morning. Asked God's blessings. Then enjoy, have cake with your relatives, with your friends. Always show love to your relatives first. After your family, family first. Family always first. Relatives next. Second, it's a verse in the Bible. If anyone does not help relatives, he is denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Second, relatives first. Help your relatives. Help them with your love, with your kindness, with your. They are your brothers. They are blood brothers, blood cousin brothers, cousin sisters. Go visit them, talk to them, love them, show them guidance. Right? When your friends are, even when your friends don't give you that great advice, your relatives will give you good advice. Your relatives will help you and give you guide your relatives. You guide your relatives who are younger than you. Just like you receive guidance from your relatives who are older than you. I received good relatives from my one of my relatives. This is the right time to say it. One of my relatives encouraged me go ahead. Some people told me don't write. One of my relatives encouraged me go ahead and write. He works in a top investment bank. First in America, worked in JP Morgan. Now he works in World Bank, two of the world's top 10 investment banks. By the way, I'm interested in trainers. If you work in a top 10 investment bank or any investment bank, and if you work in a big four, one of the big four accounting companies, we all know them. And if you cleared an FIIM or if you've cleared at least one level of CFA FRFM, please submit your applications to me. I think I would like five members, and if you're willing to train people for free like I am, you want to join my team, I'm willing to train about because I want to train 50 people. I can train maybe 10 people personally. I can train 100,000 people I know. But let me start with training 10 people. I know it is difficult. You have to receive their mails, their applications, you have to reply to them, you have to ping them, you have to list with the ping, everything, right? So 10 people, let me say. And another 5 people I want to manage, likewise, another 10 people. That's all. We will change India. I'm telling you, we will change India. Join my team. If you cleared one level CFA, one level of FRM, you're welcome. One level. I'm sure you can. If you've not done it, then do it. Should be about 30 years of age. It's a saying in the Bible, before you should be 30 years before you become a teacher of others. Till 30, your job is to sit silent and listen. Listen to everyone, especially your elders, your teachers, your parents. We say in the pledge, national pledge, I'll respect my parents, my teachers, and my elders. And I will listen to them. Listen to your elders in your company also. That means your seniors, your superiors, your supervisors, your manager first, then your manager's manager, right? Listen to them, do as they say, and please them, and get a good reputation from them. That is very important. Like, good reputation from your manager is very good, obviously, and from your manager's manager is simply excellent. Because I had this show, I got converted to a permanent role. So October 20th was a day of rejoicing. Then again, October 21st was a day of studies again. I have to study also and work also. 6:30 to AM, 10:30 AM. This because I managed my time, I succeeded. Because I managed my time well. I kept 6:30 AM to 10:30 AM. I'm going to study in the morning that day as if I'm not going to work the next 12 hours. That's how you have to think and that's how you have to study. You have to enjoy also. 2 hours you study nicely, then you take your ball, you play catch, you walk around, you enjoy yourself. I can't walk. People said walk, walk, walk. How I'm going to walk when I'm studying? I'll walk around the house. I'm going to go out walking. All that will come. There are 30 years of my life for that. That 2022 I will do. Um, February 2022 I'll start walking much more. I'm already walking around the house and playing and recalling and revising all that I've studied, all that I've memorized, all that I've known, all the formulas. Formulas are so important. Formulas are key to success in both CFA and FRM. Memorize every single formula. The advantage with the formula is if you write that formula correctly, if you get the correct answer, you know 100% sure that because that answer, and if the answer matches an answer option choice, you know with 100% certainty that answer is right. You can come out and say out of 80 questions, there were 40 formulas. I did all the 40 formulas correctly. I know I'll get at least 50% in this exam, right? The conceptual theoretical questions are sometimes be little ambiguous. You can eliminate two answer choices often easily. Eliminating the third is not so difficult. The third not so easy. Third choice may seem plausible. The fourth choice may seem plausible. It requires judgment. The top financial risk management, 10 years, 20 years experience, they easily understand it. Oh, this is the one, third one, not the fourth one. You thought it was the fourth one because you don't have our experience, our education, our knowledge yet. Okay, that's fine. So, dear friends, there's a little ambiguity in it, but a theoretical, numerical question, anyone can clear, dear friends. Anyone can, if you know the formula well. That's why I'm telling you, formulas are very important. Don't want Formulas are very important, but leave that. That's not the important point today. I don't want to speak about too many different things. I want to move on to my second point now that 1 hour has passed. My first point was yes, how I cleared FRM level 2. I've not yet finished that. Let me finish in the next 10 minutes. So where am I? So November 8th, my written information confirmation 1 month before my exam. Another day of great rejoicing. You have to have great rejoicing, great partying in my from me. I went out, had chicken biryani. My mom bought me chocolate cake. Oh, I love chocolate. I love chicken biryani. You want to? I treat you to something. You want to make me happy? Send me a chocolate cake. Send me a chocolate. Send me chicken biryani, and you'll make me happy. That's happiness. You need a little happiness. When you worked hard 16 hours a day, of course, after that, you can't go out and buy chicken biryani. By 8:30, I could have ordered chicken biryani and then had it in my house. Or if you finish your report at 4:30 when they actually expected at 6:30, you have 2 hours free, right? You can go out and buy something and eat. Not maybe biryani at that time. You can have a chocolate ice cream, a chocolate. You can have a Coke. You can have whatever you want. You can have snack. If you like coffee so much, you can have chai. Some people love chai. You can have chai. You can have samosa. You can have cutlet. And you're earning over 1 lakh a month, nobody can tell you anything. The only thing they may tell you is you're eating a lot, you put on a little weight. So what? I'll lose that next weight in the next year. I'm not interested in weight right now. And I have a good shape, I have a good figure. I'm not fat. And so I don't mind. Even if I was fat, I don't mind. Being fat is a temporary thing. If you're worried about being fat, you can lose that fat in no time. Walk a little. That's it. Eat maybe a little less. No, don't worry. Fast a little. Fast. Fasting can reverse cancer. Fasting can cure diabetes. Do you know about this? Mother is a doctor. We both research this together. Fasting can cure cancer. Fasting can cure diabetes. And fasting and prayer is so powerful. Fast, whichever religion you are. All religions encourage prayer and fasting. They know the power of prayer to God and fasting together. Science has proved this. All religions have taught for thousands of years. Science is now proving religion. Science is proving that medically we know that fasting can cure diabetes. Fasting can cure cancer. I don't know all the details. I'm not a doctor. Only the important thing I want to know. Fasting can cure cancer. Fasting can reverse diabetes. I'm going to fast 40 days for Lent. Nobody in the world can ever approach me until that. Till then, they'll reproach me a little fat. I don't care even if I'm fat. I'm not fat. I know I'm not fat. But that's the next thing. I'm going to fast 40 days. I love to fast 40 days on water alone. That I would want to do. As Jesus Christ also fasted before he began teaching. Maybe I should do that before I begin teaching, but I am teaching already. But he was the first teacher, Jesus Christ. He was one of the great teachers of humanity. And he taught people free. That's the great thing. He never made money from his teaching. Whoever wants can come and listen to him. Thousands and thousands flock to him. Thousands worship him. We know now hundreds of crores of people worship him all around the world, in every nation. But so what was I saying? Yeah, November 8th, I got the offer letter. Another happy day of my life. This is confirmed. It's settled 100%. December 20th is my first working day. There'll be some worry. That day all you till then there'll be some worry till you see it in the writing. Then you're 100% certain they've given the offer letter. You have signed it online. Everything is online these days, digital signature. But it is as good as a written signature. It is done. They offered, you signed. It's go finish. Contract two sides, right? Only thing is pending is your signature. Once your signature is given, it's over. Finished. No doubt. I'm converted. December 20th. I'm going to be a permanent employee. Now I'm given the guarantee that I am a permanent employee. I'll be a permanent employee. What's remaining? Yeah. So now only 1 month for the exam. That is the issue. 1 month. You have to work even harder. Now the conversion. The first doubt is not there. Will you get converted? Is not there. Will you become a permanent employee? I got converted. I became a permanent employee. There's no doubt. Then the second doubt: are you able to manage work well? Yes, I'm able to manage work and studies. Two doubts clear. What's the third doubt? Will you clear FRM2? Only this I have to worry about. So two problems I've solved. I'm a problem solver. I'll help you solve your problems if you listen to me, if you let me. And now that the next 1 month, I worked so hard as my life depended on. Now I thought, okay, I can give equal priority to work and to studies. Yes, I can because I had a good reputation. Around this time only, my manager. This is November 20th. I think there was rains in Chennai or something. Yeah, November 8th. This happened. I was working equal priority, but 10:30 a.m., 10:30 p.m. No compromise. No compromise. um, November 20th, I think there was rains in Chennai. Till that every single day, I think there was a Thursday. Was it November not 20th a Thursday? Or was it November 20th was a Saturday. It may have been in November 18th, I think, around that time. It was a Thursday. I don't remember the exact date, but I remember the day well. I'll tell you how I remember the day. Um, so this is the next memorable date in my life. I have to remember the date well. November 18th. November 18th. What comes next? What happened on November 18th? Yeah, there were rains in China. Thursday. On the Thursday. Um yeah. There were rains on Thursday, so it's not possible to log in. You need this thing, right? You need you need you need internet connection to log in. And rains affected the internet connection. There was no power in my whole area, and so I was worried what they're going to say. What are they going to say? Oh my goodness, I didn't log in. Nearly 2 o'clock. I had not logged in because without internet connection, I can't log in. So somehow I charged my phone. I had not charged my phone that day. Oh my goodness, what a mistake, or something like that. And there was no power, and there was no rain, and there was no internet connection. And that day only I learned one lesson. See, if you make a mistake, learn it. Every day your cell should be 100% charged by the time you begin, right? And if it's 6 p.m. it comes to 50% charge, that's fine. Charge it. You're at home, right? There's power. One day it may happen. There's no power. Charge it 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. before you log out. Simple, right? It'll be 100% that day. That's your work is done for the next day. Yeah, my phone is charged now. Of course, it is on and discharged. It will always will be on and will be charged. WhatsApp should always be available for your team to call you. And your phone also should be on, except in exceptions. That was the reason I was worried. 2 o'clock, I remember I told my mother somehow we went somewhere to one shop alone had power somehow after long searching after rains everywhere, trudging to the rains. One what an amazing year it has been. What a life story this has been. I'm telling my life story. And so happy. I love sharing my life story more than anything else, I think. And then because it all ends well, all's well that ends well, right? That's what they say. All's well that ends well. So we found a shop that had power. I charged for 15 minutes. Immediately I called my manager. Immediately I called my manager. I was worried. He is wondering why you have not signed in, Nishant. The whole team was waiting for you or something like that. Nishant, what happened? Are you okay? That's what he asked me. I'm perfectly okay, Rahul. I'm sorry I didn't log in. No, no problem. We completely understand. I told him there are rains in Chennai. Oh, no worries. You can take the day off if you want. He told like that. I was amazed. Such a great manager, right? I think that was the first day leave I took. So November 18th was the first day leave that I took, and he said you can take tomorrow off also if it happens like that, if it is like that. And then I was completely relieved because I thought I have to log in. I thought I will tell him, then I log in by maybe 4 o'clock because it was 2 o'clock then. Somehow if power comes back or something. Power didn't come back that day, by the way. Um, but he said it's okay. You can chill. You can take the leave. You're not taking a single day leaves. I have on 10 days leave or something by my contract. 10 days leave at least. And yeah, that's the next part of the story. November 20th. So he gave in leave next day also. That is my first day leave. November 19th also, if you want, you can take leave. November 19th, I was ready to take leave. I was lying on my bed. I thought, okay, I'm going to take leave. Mother likes to tell the story. Uh, Mother only told me. I didn't realize it until after I had it. After I did it, the instant power came back. Within 5 minutes, I had logged. I think around not 10:30 as I usually logged in. By 12:30, power must have come. 12:30, I logged in. 12:30, I logged in. 5 minutes after power came. That is the dedication I have for my work. You must have the dedication for your work. That is the dedication that got me converted. That is the dedication that got me a good increment also this year. And that is the dedication that gets you converted, makes you a permanent employee. If you're a contractor wondering how I become a permanent employee, this is the dedication. Learn what you can. It's a free lesson. It's a free life lesson. I believe freely I have received, freely I will give. If you succeed, if you succeed, or if you fail, if you succeed, it's not something against me, right? If you succeed, I'm happy because I want my country, India, to prosper. That's what I want. More people who succeed, India will come up faster. Learn this life lesson to succeed. You must have that dedication to your work. And that day I didn't take leave. 19th, I didn't take leave. And then a week or so later, was it a week? No, it wasn't as late as a week because what is the thing about November 19th? How many weeks are left to December 8th, 20 days are left, right? 20 days are left means 3 weeks. 3 weeks are left. I had not asked 1 day leave. I have 10 to 15 days leave, I think, or something. The contract is expiring December 20th. I could take 5 days leave, right? I had not asked 1 day leave. Not if that 1 day which I could most justifiably have taken leave, that 19th Friday, is it? Friday, yes, 19th, yes. Which I could have justifiably taken leave, I didn't take leave. I worked. This is why God blessed me. This is how you succeed in life. This is how you gain God's blessing. It's not just as if you ask God's blessing, He will give you. But if you want man's blessing also, if you want man's approval, you have to work hard for man also. Right? That's important. Work hard for God, work hard for man, and you will succeed in both. And you'll have happiness in heaven also and happiness on earth also. Best of both worlds. So 19th, then Rahul gave me leave, and then my manager gave me leave, and he said, he said 22nd someone is on leave, so you can't take some days leave. No, why you're not taking any days leave? You have so many days leave. We want you to take leave. Then I told him that's the day I told him I have FRM2 on December 8th also. He said, or I don't think I told him even then. Then he said, first thing is 22nd you can't take leave. Sorry, Monday because already others have taken day leave on that slot. So okay, sure, I'll be there. 23rd, 24th, why don't you take leave? Tuesday, Wednesday. So those were the first 2 days I take. Wow, I'd almost forgotten in these 2 months what it was like to have a weekday off. So finally, I have to have a weekday off. I got become a permanent employee also. December 8th, I'm already waiting. After December 8th, I'm totally relaxing. I'm totally chilling out for at least 2 months, like I've been chilling out these last 2 months. Yeah, working of course, but chilling out all the rest of the time. I chill out, I think, more than anyone else in the world. I live like a prince. I eat biryani whenever I want to eat biryani. I eat chocolate ice cream whenever I want to eat chocolate ice cream. I buy big Coke. I buy nice big Coke and Miranda. Live like me, dear friends. Earn 1 lakh like me, then live like me. You can live like me. Nobody in the world will tell you anything. Nobody in the world will tell you anything. Nobody can also. All will only commend and praise you. You earn 1 lakh and you're enjoying life. You have the best of all. You're doing well. Be a generous person. Give generously to the poor. Nobody can say, oh, you're a greedy rich man or a greedy rich woman. Because you're a generous rich man or a generous rich woman. This is the secret to having everyone respect and admire you also. I told my mother some people who looked down on me earlier when I failed one exam, failed one job interview, I think, or something. I don't care. I told my mother, and those people will respect us even against their will, who looked down on both of us, my mother also and me also, against their will also, and she laughed so much. Yes. People who don't like you will respect you when you succeed. People who love you will be happy for you. Life lesson. November 19th, 2 days. My first 2 days. This was an amazing, unexpected thing for me. November 23rd and 24th, this Tuesday and Wednesday. This was like a weekend within a weekday. It was unexpected. I can study 12 hours a day. I think when I heard the news, I went out and rejoiced. Going out and rejoicing for me is going out and having a choco bar. And that day I had a feast, choco feast. Choco bar 20 rupees. This is why I love India. Choco feast 30 rupees. That day is a feast, a special day. That's how I have my choco feast will be even better than choco bar. Awesome. You have a choco feast and enjoy. When you get a good thing, do a good thing in life. You want to have a treat. You want to treat yourself. Have a choco feast. This is why I love India. Same thing in Britain. It'll be 30 pounds. In America, it'll be $30. Same thing, or at least 10 pounds or $10 or whatever. Why waste that much money? That is 30 pounds is 3,000 rupees. Will you pay 3,000 rupees for a choco bar or a choco feast? $30 is 2,400 rupees. 80% of that, right? 70% of 75% of that. Will you pay 2,400 for a choco bar? Will you have money? How long you'll have money? If I have a choco bar every single day, which I can and I think I'm going to now that I think about it, or even choco feast every day. In 1 month, it comes to less than 1,000 rupees. It comes to 900 rupees. I think I'll have a choco feast every day as soon as I send my reports. Now that I think about it, I can afford to do that. 6:30 are my deadline. If I finish by 4:30, I'm definitely going to treat myself to a choco feast. I will. That I deserve for I finished it 2 hours early, which nobody else can do. After I do my work, after, always encourage. Always I remind people. Not before, not before, not before, not before. Not after you've finished your work, you've got a good impression. One day I sent my reports at 3:30, and my MRF, you know what she said? Oh, wow. Because that was a difficult, not only 6:30, everyone struggles to send by 6:30. That was the I don't want to give any specifics. The funds and the um, the trading desk I'm analyzing as an investment analyst is a difficult one. That's all you need to know, right? That's all you need to know. Is a difficult one, and it usually take the people said it's a 6:30. You'll struggle to finish. What I'll tell you, Nishant, if 7:30 you've not done everything, send five, 8 of the reports out of the 10 reports. So tell the other two you can mention in the mail. We'll send the other two shortly. We'll send the other two shortly. Other two or other three or other five even, and then try to send everything by 8:30. Try to finish by 8:30, which is difficult. Uh, and but by God's grace, I'm able to finish by 4:30 many days. 6:30 some days, 4:30 many days. If I finish by 4:30, that's my reward to myself. This is how I motivate myself. You see, right? Nobody can reproach me if I have a chocolate feast every day. I'm going to have a chocolate feast if I want every day. Till Lent. Once Lent comes, I'm fasting. When is Lent? Lent 2020. Second March. Lot of time. Nearly 40 days of feasting and 40 days of fasting. I'm going to have a choco feast every day. I think I deserve it because Lent is coming, even if I don't finish by 4:30, but especially if I finish by 4:30. Then, yes. So November 19th. So this was my first days of leave. Then I enjoyed these 2 days so much. I studied so much. I think in those 2 days, I came to 80% of clearing the exam in those 2 days. That was the weekend within a weekday. Then 25, 26, then 29, 30, I'm so happy, which is another Saturday, Sunday. November 29th, 30th. So by 30th, I have the confidence. Yes, I'm going to clear this exam. I have divine confidence because God has given me the promise. Now I have human confidence, at least 80%. I didn't tell anyone. It's a secret till you clear. Keep things, some things, keep secret till you clear. I had 80%, then you can disclose the secret. Then I had 80% confidence I would clear the exam by 30th itself. Then you know what my manager did? Amazing person that he is. Take 5 days leave for him. 5 days leave. He gave me. I took 5 days leave. With the weekend also, right? With the weekend, 5 days leave. Um, 5 days leave. With 80% confidence, you have December 3rd, 30th, September, November 30th. Feast of Saint Andrew. December 3rd is Feast of Saint Francis Xavier. I thought I should write in December 3rd. Good thing I didn't write in December 3rd because I was not even thinking later in this thing because Mother Mary's conception, Immaculate Conception is on December 8th, 2020, December 8th. Therefore, I wrote on December 8th. But think of it as 5 extra days to prepare, and that is the week I got. December 3rd, if I written, that is a Thursday, and no, I would not have had that 5 days to prepare. Good thing I wrote on Mother Mary's Immaculate Conception. Mother Mary saved me and helped me in this matter. Jesus Christ and Mother Mary helped me. I know. I know those who helped me and I will thank those who helped me always. Jesus Christ and Mother Mary helped me most of all. Then my mother, Dr. Nirmala, and one of my uncles, Joe uncle, helped me. Third and the fourth. And my cousin, Praveen Joseph in America. He's a very successful person. He's gone to he cleared IIT, he got studied in LSE, got in JP Morgan. He went to World Bank now in America. I think California is it Washington, one of the two states. I think last that I heard. I messaged him the other day, but hasn't replied yet. He said congratulations on clearing FRM level 1. After the exam, he's telling me I writing F level 2 this year. So he thought I have cleared FRM level 1, not FRM level 2. But I actually cleared FRM level 2. So 5 more days, dear friends. 5 more days for my exam. 5 more days for my exam. Um, and I had those 5 days. In those 5 days, I got 100% confident that I'm going to clear the exam. And then I went into the exam. It was a very, very, very difficult exam. Good thing I had prepared very, 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 very well. I think because it was online, it was extra hard. If it was a paper exam, it wouldn't have been different. I think because it's online, they change some questions for every candidate, and they make it very hard because all the paper exams were not so hard. See, you have to be prepared for a googly in life. Often life throws a googly. You know what a googly is, like Muttaya Muralidharan is the classic example of someone who throws a googly. He's typically a leg spinner. Leg spinner means what? You're a right-hand batsman. It pitches here. You think the ball is going to come here, but a googly is some action that looks like a leg spin, but is actually an off spin. You're moving your bat outside to play, but it comes inside and it hits your stumps and you're bowled. Clean bowled. Gone. Life throws you a googly sometimes. Be prepared for a good defense. Be prepared for a good defense before you move forward with your offense later on. And there is no googly. Not every ball will be a googly. Not every ball. That one ball will be a googly. If you are not prepared, you're clean bowled and you're out. Gone. That match is over for you. You can't do anything else. You may be a clean bowled for a duck, or you may be clean bowled for 20, but you're clean bowled. Clean bowled. Don't be clean bowled in life. It's a lesson you can learn from cricket. We all Indians love cricket. The whole world knows it. We all Indians know it. Learn a life lesson from cricket. Sometimes, like Muttai Muralitharan, life throws you a googly. That is the test of how good a batsman, how good a person you are. Be prepared. Be prepared. Life throws you a googly. That FRM exam was a googly. I had prepared very well. Let's calculate how many hours I prepared. So, approximately, I don't need to calculate exact amount. September 30th to, I'm going to calculate number of weeks. That will make it easier. This is a simple problem. How many hours did Nishan Xavier practice for the exam? I'm going to ask my students. Calculate and show me. Nishan Xavier applied September 30th. He wrote 8 December 8th. I'll give you the number of weekends, right? December 8th. So I'll calculate it first before I ask you. So 31 days in October. Calculate with me, dear friend. 30 days in November. How many days? 60 days so far. I'm interested in months, but 61 days so far. 8 days in October. 8 days in December. 69. Let us keep it as 70 days. 70 days is 10 weeks. So 10 weeks I have prepared. 10 weeks. 10 weeks I cleared the exam. Right? Wow. It usually takes 6 months, 3 months at least. 6 months is 24 weeks. I did it in 10 weeks. 24 weeks on average, or maybe at least 12 weeks for very brilliant people who already have a great knowledge of finance. I'm in that 10 weeks category. I did it in 10 weeks. I'll say happily. But now all I need, see, this is how you solve a problem. See what I did first. I found the number of days, 70 days. What I'm going to do with that 70 days? Not 70 days. I told you right from the beginning, I'm not going to do days. I'm going to do the weeks. Why I'm going to do weeks? This is you can write it down. So Nishant Xavier worked for 10 weeks. That is your first line, your first step. Put it in bold, put it in highlight, put a box around it. No. The 7 weeks is the most, 10 weeks is the most important line in that. What I'm going to do with the 10 weeks, I'll tell you. Next thing I am going to tell you is I need to know how many hours I worked in 1 week. If I know how many hours I worked in 1 week, and I know that I worked for 10 weeks, then I know how many hours I worked. Right? Simple analytical logic. Did you understand what I said? I hope you did. I'm going to repeat myself here, but I'll repeat myself in class if you want. So how many hours did I work in 1 week? I told you 4 hours on a weekday. There are 5 weekdays in a month, in a week. How many hours is that? 20 hours in a week. 20 hours and on weekdays, and 12 hours on weekends. So 12 hours on weekends is 24 hours. So therefore, I worked 44 hours. If you work more than 300 hours, you will have confidence of clearing the exam. I worked 44 hours a week. 44 hours a week. Wow. Now, for how many weeks did I work? 10 weeks. 10 weeks? Was it 7 weeks or 10 weeks? I worked 440 hours in the exam. People say you have to work 500 hours to be sure of clearing. I didn't work 500 hours. I worked 440 hours. No wonder I cleared the exam. No wonder I was 100% confident of clearing before the exam. After the exam, to tell the truth, I was 90% confident in clearing because there were so many googlies in that exam. So many. I had to defend. Only sometimes I could attack the question. Right? Only on a non-googly you can attack. In a googly you need to defend. Usually, there are 6 balls in an over. Usually, even Muttai Muralitharan will put at maximum 3 googlies in 1 over. Those questions were so difficult. They were not like the mock tests. People who wrote FRM2 this year know. I wrote all the calculations. I wrote all the theories. I know virtually every single calculation. They don't tell you how many are numericals, how many conceptuals. They should divide like that ideally. Out of 80 out of 80 questions on the exam, 30, I think around 30 questions were numericals, and I'm 100% sure I got 100% numericals, 100% in numericals. Every single numerical. Because of that, I cracked the exam. People told me you can clear with around 50 questions out of some. You may even clear with 40 questions. So before I go to the conceptual question, this is how I tackled the exam. Every single question that had numbers in it, I went through the whole exam. And first I saw, can I do like that? Yes, you can do like that. If I skip over a question, there's an option because I forgot that. You can skip this question, you can come back to it in the end. That's an advantage of an internet exam, of a computer exam. I told you there are three googlies in every over. That is in every say 10 questions. I have 8 sets of 10 questions. Know what you're writing. I treat it like an 800-mark exam. Don't think first in the first itself. If you treat like a multiple choice exam, it's a multiple choice. I'll easily clear. You will not clear. Forget about the multiple choice for now. You have to get the correct answer. Don't tell me it's a multiple choice. Till you get the correct answer, don't look at the choices. In my class, I'm telling you, I'll give you questions without the choice, without any answer choice. Get the correct answer. I'm giving you all the required inputs, right? Get the correct answer. Don't look at the answer choice until you have written down the first formula, and at least 2 steps of your of your formula and how you're going to solve the problem. Don't even look at the answer choice. Okay, if you want, you can look at range. Say all the choices are between 400 and 500. Okay, so if you know you're getting like 10,000, you've done something completely wrong. That question, right? How many hours did Nishan Zevi work in the exam? If the for work for the exam, there would have been 300 hours, 400 hours, 440 hours, 500 hours. These are the four choices, or four choices, right? How many hours did I'm going to ask this question in class? Let's see how many answers. Um, I'll write approximately how many closest to which of these answers. Right, 440 is the correct answer. That way, I know if you watch my videos in my class. Um, yeah, this is how they answer. So write down the formula first. Write down the approach. What your steps are going to be. Mathematics, in my opinion, is the greatest subject of all. India invented the zero. Indians have always been great mathematicians. Indians are going to be the best mathematicians in the world. If your maths knowledge can take you places. My math knowledge helped me clear CAT. I get 100% sentence in my school. Clear math Olympiads. Clear. It took me places. It took me to NIT because AIEEE also has so many maths component. CAT also has a math component. IIM also has math component. FRM also has, CFA also has. Yes, everything has math component these days. That's how it's become. Okay, if I sleep at 2:30, I can get up at 8:30. I was planning to get up at 6:30, but if it becomes late sometimes for a genuine reason, you can get up a little late. If I get up 6:30, what I'm thinking now, there's 4 hours of morning. Yeah, I can go for a walk now. Nobody can tell me anything. Let me go for a walk. In the evening, I'm eating chocolate, right? So in the morning, I can go for a 1 hour walk. That way, everything is taken care of. And I pray also during that 1 hour walk. I pray my rosary. I have a rosary by God's grace. I'll pray my rosary when as I'm walking during my walk. I won't go tomorrow. Tomorrow is not tomorrow because today is 2:30. Maybe if I get up at 8:30, I could go. I'll get ready by 9:30. Go for a 1 hour walk. 9:30 is perhaps a bit late to take a walk, but I'll walk in the house. I'll walk in nearby neighborhood. I can do whatever I want. I'm a free person. India is a free country. Respect that. Enjoy that. Dear friends, India has inexpensive items, dear friend. The same biryani for which you will get for 100 rupees or less here in India, you'll pay £100 if you go. I know many Indians want to go to America and Britain, and those are good countries. Good to go to them. If you earn that right by working hard, that's another privilege. You want to get a plane ticket to America or Britain, write a CFA and FRM, you'll get that plane ticket one day. Right? Maybe 5 years in your future, which is fine. So, but maybe 5 years in my future, I'll get a plane ticket to America or Britain or both, maybe. Who knows? Let's see. If I have both CFA and FRM, which very, very, very few people have, and IIM, I think I don't know a single other person who has both CFA and FRM and IIM. Maybe I may be the first, or maybe I may be one of the top 10 in the whole world if I get that. And I want to get that by 2020. And my God help me get that, and my God will help me get that. I believe, I do believe my God will help me get that. 2023 December is going to be such a Christmas is going to be one of the happiest Christmas. Every Christmas is happier than the other. Christmas is the time, the end of the year, December 25th. December month is the time to evaluate what this year has been for you. Right? You need to evaluate for you. Yeah, right. So, I told you how to solve the problem. I told you how I cleared FRM level 2. Now, December 8th was the next significant day. Then, December 25th, I enjoyed. I went for Christmas carols. We laughed, we rejoiced, we had a good feast, we had carols, we had parties, we had joy. Joy, joy, joy. Christmas is my happiest time of the year. Really joy, 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 joy. For Christmas also, I had some days off. Yeah, let me tell you the story. So, December 8th, I'm first employee. I'm first to become an employee. Then December 20th is I'm permanent employee. Okay, I thought now permanent employee you have to work little harder, right? That's what everyone else. People told me the first week you'll be like working nothing. You just have to sign in, log in, raise some accesses. Those accesses have to be approved by the senior managers. That will take about a week. That's all. You can't do anything till those accesses. You can't do anything till this. You can't do any access thing till this accesses are approved. So so your first week will be like a wee holiday for you. See how God gave me a Christmas vacation. I know my God conspires in heaven to pour His abundant blessings on me. I know my God. I'm my God's favorite in my opinion. No, one of my top 100 favorites. I want to be one of the top 100 saints in heaven. That's one of my goal life's ambition. There are great saints. There are hundreds of great saints. It's not so easy. That's to be a top 10,000 great saint is a great thing. Going to heaven is a great thing first. It's like going into IIM even more because go if you go into IIM, 50 years of your life will be blessed. That's why people want to go to IIM. If you go to heaven, 1,000 years of your life will be blessed. For all eternity, you will be blessed. Think like that. I want to go to heaven. Okay. I am okay, but I want to go to heaven. Many people don't know this. Many people have never been taught there is a heaven, there is moksha to want to. I want to go to heaven. Think of that first, right? And God is a generous, dear friends. God is not. God is welcoming. If you love me, you will come to heaven. That's all God says. Love me, you will come to heaven. That's it. You want to know how to go to heaven. You want to know the great secret, which 99% of people have forgotten. If you want to you love me, you'll come to heaven. That's all. Love God, you'll go to heaven. And this is what Jesus Christ taught. Jesus Christ had an answer to everything. And there's a second thing which God wants you to do. Now that you love God and welcome Him into your heart. God, Father God, I love you. Come into my heart. Father God, give me your spirit. I want the spirit of my God to dwell in me. Then my spirit of my God and I and God are one. Right? Then we dwell in one another. God dwells in me. God dwells in me. I dwell in me. God dwells in me. Think of that. God dwells in me. You're being raised to the level all just little lower than God Himself, right? God is your Father. God dwells in me. All the angels will respect you because God dwells in you. The angels are worshiping God. They will respect you because God dwells in you. All you have to do is, I love you, God, come into my heart. So simple. I love you, God, come into my heart. Say that prayer right now, and receive me into heaven one day when I die. Yes. You'll go to heaven. You can go to heaven one day. Your chances of going to heaven will increase greatly. 50% you will go to heaven. Then that is fine. Now, what was I saying? Yeah. So my duty is to teach you how to become a successful person on earth right now in this video. But I want you to go to heaven also. But I want you to go, dear friends, if you want to go to America or Britain, which is like heaven for many people. I'm telling you, in 5 or 10 years, you can all go to America or Britain or wherever, and you can succeed greatly in India also. In your current company also, don't leave your current company to work as a risk management. I'll tell you this very firmly. You can work in the top big four also. They're all top companies. You can do CFA in that case, perhaps. CFA, work, top big four are highly respected, right? What is the second thing? Yeah, Dev Gadhvi, right? If you don't know Dev Gadhvi, learn about him. He makes crores of rupees every year. He's a very successful person. Learn from successful person, and he mentors people. He calls himself a passionpreneur. He's an entrepreneur, but a passionpreneur. He likes to mentor people. Successful people now they find joy in training others to be successful. You should know that about successful people. By God's grace, I'm a successful people. And the next happiness in my life is to train others, just to want you to succeed. They've got the, I think, charges a very nominal fees, like 100 rupees or so, which anyone can easily give. You have that value for your money. You have 100 rupees, you should earn. You have that 1,000 rupees value for the money from that 100 rupee class. Um, so, um, yeah, so this is the important thing in life. Time management. I've already told you so much about time management. The 4 years of my 4 months of life experience have taught you all you need to know about time management. This is the value of time management. Plan the next year of your life. Plan the next month of your life. January is virtually gone. February, tell me how you're going to work. What are your work timings? How many hours a day do you work? When do you get up? Do you exercise in the morning? That's if you want, it's good. You can do that. I'm not opposed to exercise. Exercise before breakfast is what they say. I'll have to ask my mother. That I'll ask later. Exercise before breakfast is very good. I believe you can exercise for 1 hour, then have a nice breakfast. And once you exercise, you don't have to worry about eating nicely, right? Exercise nicely, eat nicely. That's what I'll say. Enjoy your eating also. Enjoy. That is one of the happinesses in life. Thank God. Ask God's blessing on that food. Doing your duty to God. Pray to God. Offer that food to God. Ask God's blessing to food. Then enjoy that food nicely. Food is blessed by God. It will be blessed food in your mouth. Enjoy that food. Food is happiness in life. People don't know that. People don't know that, then they're not happy. They don't eat nicely. And they always envy the rich. You have enough to eat. You have enough to eat nicely. How much food expenses will come from an average household in India? That's another great thing. America will come $10,000, which is at least in a month, at least in a year. It'll come. Food expenses in America will come. I guess rent expenses will come. Uh, $2,000, $3,000, which is like 2.5 lakh. Food expenses will come on $2,000. It will come like that. $2,000 is like 1.6 lakh. $5,000 is gone. You think you're earning $5,000, you think it's a great amount. You should earn $10,000 before you go to America. Know that. Here in India, 10,000 rupees is more than enough to have good food throughout your month. Have good food appropriate to the time. Breakfast, have good breakfast. Puri is a nice, enjoyable breakfast. I love puri. Pongal is a good breakfast. Dosa is good if it is made well. Otherwise, it is not good. Breakfast is a good thing. You're breaking your fast. You're sleeping. From the time you're sleeping, yeah, I want to get up at 2:30 tomorrow and have a nice breakfast. I have not had the joy of a good breakfast for a long time. Frankly, I've been working so hard. I've been sleeping late little days because I have to make up for that FRM days when I struggled so much. I want enjoy for good breakfast tomorrow. Now that I told you all I enjoy. This is second point, dear friends. Second point, I want to close this video by 2 minutes, 2 hours, 30 minutes. Let's see if I succeed. Time management is the difference between where you are and where you want to be. I'm telling you, you want to be in America in 10 years or in 5 years. I'm telling you, you can be. Don't be afraid of dreaming big. Maybe other people will laugh at you if you dream big. Don't tell them your dreams. If one person laughs at you, just make this one decision. I won't tell you. I'll dream in my heart. You have dream, right? I tell God your dream. Tell me your dream. I will never laugh at you if you tell me your dream. I'm telling you. Even if you tell me I want to be a top CEO in America, I won't laugh. I'll tell you, okay, how do you plan to get that? And you may not have an answer, but I will give you the answer, right? I'll ask questions. You think about your answer also. I want you to think also. That's the thing which our education system doesn't encourage us to think. Memorize something, that is education. Solve some real life problem. Think about your life. Ask yourself questions. What am I doing? What do I want to do? We study 24 years of our life, right? When we start studying UKG, LKG, fifth standard, I was 10 years of age. So, first standard, I was 6 years of age. UKG, I was LKG, I was 4 years of age. Did I have a pre-KG? I don't think so. At 3 years, most of us start studying. If you have a pre-KG and you're like other students, 3 year at age 3 you start studying. Just think, age 3 you start studying. Today I'm also realizing as I tell you. When I teach others, one joy, reason of the joy that I have in teaching, I learn 10 new things in what I myself am teaching others. When I'm reflecting on my own life, reflect on your own life and aim for the future. And you should enjoy telling your life story. That's why people, first question in any interview is tell me about yourself. If you come to my class, you'll do well in any interview in the world. Tell me about yourself. You'll have your life history ready to tell, right? You'll have your life history ready to tell. Someone has commented on my chat. Hi. Uh-huh. God bless. God bless India. Hallelujah. I want to sleep by 2:30. I don't want to. I don't want to. I want to wake up by 8:30 and I want to have a good breakfast. First thing after getting up and getting ready, I want to have a good breakfast. Having a good breakfast is such a joy in life. I don't need to go walking. I'll go walking in February. Why should I go walking tomorrow? But I want to have a good breakfast. Mom, I want a good breakfast tomorrow. Yeah, I know I'll have a good breakfast. 8:30, get ready. 9, I'll have a good breakfast. Half an hour to bathe and to get ready. At 9:30, I can have a good breakfast. See, that's an advantage of working late. People tell me 10:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. is too much. I tell them 10:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. is not too difficult. I'll work at 10:30. I will log in. I'm going to log in 10:30 tomorrow. That's a very good habit that I started. One of my uncles taught me log in early and log out late. Log in early and log out late. You will succeed in life. I'm telling you. I'm giving you another key secret to success. I'm giving it to you free. I want you to come up. I want India to come up. My academic subjects, there are whole books to train you about. I'll take you through these books one by one. I'll do all the problems. I'll do all the problems for you. I'll explain all the problems. That's going to cover hundreds and hundreds of video. Now I'm giving you some life tips, some life advice, absolutely free. Uh, will I be able to log out by 2:30? Will I be able to sleep by 2:30? Let me see. I want to sleep by 2:30. I need 6 hours of sleep, right? I want to get up at 8:30. Only if I get up at 8:30, I can enjoy my life tomorrow. So I've given enough, dear friends. I've given enough training. I've shown you my motivations. I've shown you my time. I've shown you my heart. If you want, listen. If you don't want, I know thousands of other people will listen to me. I'll move on to them. That's all. Time management will take you from where you are to where you want to be. That is the say. Now I want to close these last 5 minutes that I have. 2:30 exactly. I'm going to close the video. Let's see if I do exactly as I decided. That is 1 minute, 1 hour 45 minutes here in my video time. 1 hour 45 minutes. I'm going to close the video. If I don't, I will do it. Let me see. Let me see if I do it. But I think I will do it. This last 5 minutes, I want to speak to you about only one thing. Make one resolution now that you've listened to this video. Make one resolution. The first commandment of a successful life. This is the most. This is one of the most important things in this video. First commandment of a successful life: Thou shalt wake up early in the morning. And early means not early means if you sleep at 8:30, get up at 4:30. If you sleep at 10:30, get up at 6:30. And if you sleep at 2:30, like I'm sleeping, or 12:30, don't sleep at 2:30 unless you absolutely have to, because you have to train you difference. I logged out late and I said I'll train you. I put that in LinkedIn, so I wanted to train you, and I did it. I say I do my duties. If I say I'm doing something that would cost me, that would hurts me tomorrow, I may get a cold again. If I sleep late, sometimes I get cold. People will be angry at me when you get a cold. Why are you sneezing? But I have no choice. I have to train people. I'm ready to even get a cold and to suffer one whole day. If I get a cold, it's a whole day of suffering for me. Day after I sleep, it will go away. Um, I'm ready to suffer for a whole day to train you, dear friends. That much I love you. When someone is ready to suffer for you, know his heart. Don't doubt me, dear friends. Don't doubt. I know many people say what you tell me sounds too good to be true. You're ready to train me for CAT also, for CFA also, for FRM also, and you're ready to do this for free. Why? What's it in you? What's in it for me? Because my joy now is in. I already have many other joys in life, like God's grace. I have more than enough joys in life. The next joy in my life is to train 10,000 people. You want to help me, like my videos, subscribe to my channel, spread my videos to hundreds of people. Those who are spread my those who like my subscribe to my channel. I want to reach 100 subscribers soon. Yes, I want to reach. Subscribe to my channel. Bring that 100 subscribers to me. Show me that your dedication to me. I've shown you my dedication to you. I'm going to start making demands now. Bring at least one. Subscribe to my channel yourself, and bring at least 10 other people to subscribe to my channel to show me that I've shown you that I'm interested in you. You show me that you are interested in being trained. I'm your teacher. I'm your trainer. You show me that you are interested. I've shown you I'm ready to train you. You show me you're ready to train me. And this is the second commandment. First commandment of a successful life. No second commandment today. Second commandment I'll tell you later on. There are 10 commandments to a successful life, just like there are 10 commandments in the Bible on how to go to heaven. If you follow the 10 commandments, you'll go to heaven. And if you love God, that is love God as when he became man. Now, if you follow these 10 commandments, follow this first commandment, and all will go well in life. Now, if people tell me, except in an exceptional situation like today, and I'm also going to follow the first commandment. That's why I'm going to close the video by 2:30. That is a good point. Good thing I wrote this down long ago when I started the video, and I'm consulting it now. First commandment of a successful life: Thou shalt wake up early in the morning. I know some Brahmin friends of mine, very disciplined, very devout. Sundar Ganapati is name. I think subscribe to my channel. Thank you, Sundar. If you're watching, I praise you, my brother. You're such an amazing friend. You're such an amazing person. You're such an amazing human being. Thank you for a good example. Telling something from our school days here publicly. I hope you don't mind. Sundar Ganapati told me, I wish I'd cherished and valued that advice then. See, sometimes God speaks to us through our friends. I remember Gopi, okay, for my sake of my friends, I'll take 10 extra minutes. Gopi and Sundar, two of my best friends in school, both doing wonderfully in life now. Gopi's in America and is married now and is very happy. And Sundar is in Bangalore and is doing so well and so happy. See the benefits of working hard. And Sundaganap Gopi, yes, yeah, I remember what he said. This is the one thing I remember about Gopi. I remember 10,000 things about Gopi. This one thing I remember in particular. We have worked hard. Let's pass the burden before we're going to our exam hall, because we have exams. You have lots of exams, right? Midterm exams, annual exams. During one of these exams, we have worked hard. We have done nothing. Let's pass the burden unto God. Now, what a beautiful statement. Now it is God's responsibility to help me pass. I I applaud that. This should be your thing in your when you're going into your FRM exam, whatever. It's God's responsibility to help you pass if you work hard. God is the CEO of the world. He's seeing. If you work hard, He'll give you that pass, right? So work hard. Ask God's blessing when you go to your exam. Then go and write the exam. And Sundar Ganapati told me even more useful advice, which is he didn't even say you should do this. If someone, if he had said you should do this, I would not have done it, because if you tell someone you should do this, but I wish he had said, maybe I would have done it. I don't know. And then my life would have been even more blessed. But it's already always it's been a blessed life through so many hardships and difficulties. But by God's grace, we've come through. I and my mother and my family. Because there have been deaths in our family and many tragedies. But by God's grace, which Sundar and all know about. But by God's grace, Sundar told me about this. I sleep early, da, and I get up very early. 4:30. Was it 4:30? Yeah. I told you 8:30 a.m. to 4:30, right? Something like that. May not have been 4:30 exactly. I sleep early and I get up very early. I think he used to get up at 3 o'clock also. And he used to be one of the school toppers. Everyone knows Gopi and Sundar are the school toppers. Gopi and Sundar beat me also. I got 90% in, I think in math I beat them. Math I used to get 100. I don't know if they got 100. They may have got 100 also. They're that great. Gopi and Sundar are the toppers in school. They got into Anna University. Sundar got into IIM. Anna University, correct? I might be misremembering something. Because I lost touch with my school friends little later on. I want to value my school friends. Value your school friends, dear friends. Sundar Ganapati, you are one of my best friends in life. I'm so grateful for you. May God bless you, my brother, wherever you go. God take you places. May God bless your marriage and your life and your family and your friends and your everything to do with you. May God bless your life throughout. You've been such a great friend to me, Sundar. I'll never forget you. Thank you. You consoled me when I was in difficulty. I remember you came and placed your hand around me. The only boy in school who did that. Sundar Ganapati. I'll never forget that in my life. Thank you, Sundar. May you be blessed for your love. As karma, and for that karma, for that good karma which you had by giving my life, your karma will be blessed. Your God will bless you, my brother. Sundar. Thank you so much. For their sake alone, I'm going to 2 hours 40 minutes for their sake alone. But I'm telling you, dear friends, thou shall wake up early. Okay, 2:30 I sleep. I get up at 8:30. I think now, if I sleep at 2 hours 40 minutes, at 2:40, I'll get up at 8:40. That's all right. I want 6 hours of sleep. Have 6 hours of sleep every day. You deserve 6 hours of sleep. Don't get less than 6 hours of sleep. If you don't get 6 hours of sleep, the rest 18 hours will be bad. 18 hours in a day if you sleep for 6 hours. There are 18 hours. Don't think you don't have any time in life. But if you guess, don't sleep those 6 hours. Even if you sleep at 2:40, like I'm forced to, only in an emergency you should sleep for 2:40, like I'm forced to, then you should get 6 hours. If you sleep early, dear friends, if you sleep at 10:30, you can easily get up at 6:30. 8 hours you have, right? But if you sleep at 8:30, you can get up at 4:30. I said, right? 8:30 to 4:30 is how many hours? 8 hours. If you sleep at 8:30, you'll get up at 3:30. You'll get up. No one will have to wake you, because you have slept enough. Your body is telling you slept enough. You're fresh, and you'll never have to sleep the remaining rest of the day. What's very important? Why I don't want to get up at 2 o'clock now. If you get up at 2 o'clock, at 6 o'clock you may feel sleepy again, which for me is fine, which I can even do actually, because I only have to log in at 10:30. But don't do that. Whenever you get up, if you think if you're getting up at 3 o'clock, I will be feel tired again at 7 o'clock. I'll feel tired again in my work. You should not feel tired in your work. And people will see, because anytime you may have a face-to-face meeting, you're working at home. Anytime people can say, "I want a face-to-face meeting today, Nishant, in 1 hour." You should be fresh, presentable. People understand if you wear if you wear casual. I had to change actually after work, but like I don't need to wear formals every day. I don't need to wear, because they also don't need don't wear. I've seen them, and my colleagues, and they say openly, it doesn't matter. You be decently dressed, but it doesn't matter. You be casually dressed. People don't mind. Like Fridays in BNY Mellon, I remember most companies you have Fridays. You can wear casuals, smart casuals, but you can wear casuals. I like casuals. But I like formals also. But if given a choice on a normal day, I'll wear casuals. For a very important occasion, I'll be the best. I'll wear only the best of the best formals. So, yeah. So what I'm telling you, dear friends, sleep well, and when you get up, if you get up at 3 o'clock, now judge. Can I sleep one more hour properly? If I get up at 4 o'clock, will I be sure that I won't sleep again throughout the day? That's the most important thing. You should not sleep again, at least for the next 10 hours. Means 4:30. I'm saying maybe around 3 o'clock. If I finish by 2:30, that's a very rare thing. I have the benefit, which one great advantage which no one else has. I think very few people other have. I can sleep 1 hour in the afternoon if I want. And now only when I'm telling you, dear friends, all this, मेरी भाइयों और मेरी बहनों, only when I'm telling you, dear brothers and sisters, all these things, I'm understanding that I myself can do this, because some of these things I have not been able to do. Life has been hectic, dear friends. Life has been hectic these last few months. Now I'm free, dear friends. I cleared FRM. Let me tell you the last thing and end the story. Till December 20th, I told you. Now you know December 20th. I enjoyed a Christmas vacation. That is one of the happiest weeks of my life. That was one of the happiest weeks of my life. So happy, so happy. And I was free in my work. It was like a vacation they'd freely given. And I still have all my days of leave because I've not taken a single day leave as a permanent employee. That was like a permanent vacation which they gave me. Nearly 2 weeks it lasted. The whole 2 weeks. It's only by 31st odd my accesses came. One or two of my accesses have not still not come. It takes 1 month sometimes. But the most of the major accesses have come because it takes, there are approvals, there are levels, it takes time. I understand. I don't, if it takes 3 months also, I have to wait for those 3 months. I have to ask someone else to do it for me, but I have to get it managed. I have to get it done. If you have to finish some work, either you have to do it, or if there is a genuine reason why you can't do it, get someone else to do it. You have to ask someone else to do it. Please ask. You have to do that. You have to type, become an expert in typing. You have to type out hundreds of things. By God's grace, I've been an expert in typing for a long time. I used to post at forums. I used to post type. I used to wonder why God is training me in that. God trains you, dear friends. Now I know. Because now we have to send out 20, 30 emails a day. Minimum. I don't mind. 10 reports, we have to do 30 reports, and I became expert in all that. So, well, get the car in a pair. I don't remember. My mother taught me this. You have to get a name that you are you're perfect in your work. Be blameless and perfect in your work. And one person should be able to say you did something wrong in your work. I'm no now I'm 99% perfect in my work. I want to be 100% perfect. I want to be so perfect, Nisha, that people will call me and say, Nishant, you did superbly today. You did it so fast today that we're all amazed at how you're able to do. You're showing you're an IM guy. I cleared FRM level 2 now, but I don't want to tell people I'm an FRM. I want to do it so well that people will come and ask me how you're able to do it so well. And I'll say I am an IM, right? That must show in my work. It's not just something, just a degree you have in a paper. Okay, you have photographic proof of it. Okay, they will give that chart, I know. They'll give that graduation certificate. It's a graduation. It's like a master's degree, right? I have graduated. I have cleared a master's degree in finance, and I did it while working in Bank of New York um, and in Credit Suisse. Okay, so now I'm going to close, dear friends. I'm going to close. Yeah, so 3 more minutes I have. Do I just close just like that? Yeah, I'll just close just like that. By 2:40, I'll be in my bed. I'll be asleep. First commandment of a successful life: wake up early in the morning. Don't wake up later than 8:30 any day. And wake up at least 2 hours before you have to log in for your work, right? At least 2 hours. 10:30 I have to log in, 8:30 I can log in. You have to log in by 8:30, you have to wake up at 6:30. You do sleep, I wake at 6:30, then sleep at 10:30, except in exceptional case. 99 days out of 100, you should sleep at 10. There's so much joy in life, dear friends. There's so much happiness. You can have a good breakfast, you can have a good lunch. If I finish by 10:30, see, some days I keep my food. Mother said, eat, please eat, it's getting cold. Mothers are like that, they'll say, right? Eat. But I said, Mama, I have to finish my work first. Today it became a little late. I had a cold, that was the main reason, right? So I took a little rest. Then if you take rest, everything becomes stress. So I don't want to take much rest unless the work is done. When I have a cold, I have no choice. So, dear friends, first commandment of a successful life: uh, wake up early in the morning. Wake up early. Over. Jai Hind, Bharat Mata ki Jai. God bless India. Make India great again. Donald Trump said, "Make America great again." He's an American. Let him say whatever he wants. I'm an Indian. I say, "Make India great again." Make India great again. Goodbye.